Good day, everyone. My name is Attorney Anthony Reeves, and this is your Q&A Social Security Disability Today. Let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling to your questions. I have an unpaid student loan, and I'm receiving SSDI benefits. I was told that my benefits may be garnished. Is there any way to protect my disability benefits? Okay. I tell people that under the regulations, and I'm going to focus most of my inquiries on disability insurance benefits, and let me tell you why I do that. There are typically two benefits most people fall under: SSI, supplemental security income, and disability insurance benefits. I have not heard of, and I may be wrong, and I have to research this, and so those who get SSI, I have not really heard of too many people getting garnished for their SSI, because supplemental security income is a need-based program. It's a welfare program. Typically, where you see garnishment comes into play is disability insurance benefits, where you paid into the system. So let's talk about garnishments first, and then let's talk about the student loan question with regards to protecting. Under the law, Social Security, the Congress in their wisdom, put in what we call an anti-garnishment provision. And what that provision is designed is to protect your disability insurance benefits from being garnished by creditors. However, like most laws, there typically are what we call exceptions, which means certain situations where they'll say, you know what, nobody else can, but under these very limited situations, we're going to let that entity, that creditor, garnish money from that person's DIB, disability insurance benefits. And typically they are alimony, child support, and any federal debts. So that means if you owe taxes to the IRS, that's a garnishable debt. If you have a student loan that's a federal student loan, you best believe that's going to be garnishable by the federal government. Now, the bigger question is you want to ask yourself, well, really you have two big questions with regards to student loans. One, is it a private loan or is it a federally subsidized loan? If it's a private loan, you might not have a huge worry with regards to garnishment to your benefits. And let's talk about garnishment with regards to this. And this is where I want you to be very mindful. Sometimes what some creditors will do in terms of being slick is they may not garnish your benefits. They may know they can't garnish your benefits, but they may try to garnish money out of your bank account, or they'll try to put a freeze on your bank account. If your bank account is used as an opportunity, as a place for where you get your benefits, same rules apply. They can't go around, technically they can't go around the law by saying, well, Social Security won't let us garnish it directly from them. What we'll do is we'll wait till the money posts to his bank account and we'll take it there. If you have reason to believe that that's occurring, I will probably tell you to do two things. One, change your bank account. But of course, that doesn't prevent the problem because they can always go and find it. Or two, notify Social Security immediately, and that should address it. And if that doesn't work, you may want to contact an attorney, because at this point you're talking about a creditor that's trying to find a way around the anti-garnishment statute, that is illegal. You can't do that. All right. But going back to student loans, you want to find out if it's a private loan or if it's a federally subsidized loan. If it's a private loan, as I indicated before, you might not have any issues with regards to garnishment. Note I say might, because it's always weird things that happen. If it's a federally subsidized one, more likely you're looking at a possible garnishment. Now, your next big question is, what do I need to do to protect it from happening? Ask for a waiver. There's two things you can do. One, contact an attorney that specializes in it. I said there are a couple of attorneys that I've dealt with who actually have worked with, helping disability persons who are disability, protect their benefits from any student loan obligations. So contact an attorney that does that. Or to contact Social Security and say if there's any type of waiver forms that you can complete in order to request that the government does not garnish those benefits. And those are the only really two options you have available to you, because I tell people all the time, federal debts are going to typically always be protected by the federal government. So if your student loan is a federally subsidized student loan, or a loan that you got the federal loan, more likely than not, you're going to be looking at a situation where your benefits are going to be garnished. So you want to make sure you do whatever you can whether we go to an attorney, going to an attorney, or whether it be filling out a form in order to protect your benefits if you're able to do so. All right, again, thank you for visiting me for another edition. Stay tuned, and we will talk about what we're going to be addressing in our next edition of Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. Would you like to hang out with me and get your Social Security disability questions answered live? Please feel free to send an email to legalgold@zoho.com and put Hangout in the subject line. Make sure you indicate what day and time is good for you to schedule a Google Hangout. Again, send an email to legalgold@zoho.com. Let's hang out and get those disability questions answered. On our next Disability Today, we're going to talk about fraud and what happens to those people who fake being disabled. Again, this is Attorney Anthony Reeves, and this is your Q&A, Social Security Disability Today.